Let's dive into the world of network configuration on the Linux command line. We will explore the essential tools and techniques for setting up and managing network interfaces directly from the terminal. This knowledge is crucial for anyone working with Linux servers, embedded systems, or simply wanting a deeper understanding of how networks operate. Here's an overview of some key network commands and configuration files you'll encounter in Linux. On the left, we have some essential commands. The IP command is a modern tool for network configuration. ifconfig is a traditional, but still useful network interface tool. Ping helps you test network connectivity. Netstat provides network statistics, and SS gives you socket statistics. On the right, we have important network configuration files. /etc/network/interfaces is commonly used in Debian and Ubuntu systems. /etc/sysconfig/network/scripts/ is used in Red Hat Enterprise Linux and CentOS. /etc/resolve.conf is for domain name system, or DNS configuration, and /etc/hosts allows you to create static hostname mappings. Let's start by examining how to view the network interfaces available on your system. The IP address show command is a powerful tool for displaying network interface information. When you run this command, you will see a detailed list of all network interfaces, their current status, and the IP addresses assigned to them. In the example output, you can see information about the loopback interface, LOW, and the Ethernet interface, ETH0. The highlighted sections show the IP addresses assigned to each interface. For example, 127.0.0.1/8 is the IP address for the loopback interface, and 192.168.100/24 is the IP address for the Ethernet interface. Understanding this output is crucial for diagnosing network issues and ensuring your interfaces are configured correctly. Now let's see how to configure IP addresses using the IP command. To temporarily set an IP address, you can use the command sudo IP address add 192.168.100/24 dev eth0. This command assigns the IP address 192.168.100 with a subnet mask of /24 to the eth0 interface. Keep in mind that this change is temporary and will be lost after a reboot. You can also bring a network interface up or down using the ip-link command. Sudo ip-link set eth0 up will enable the eth0 interface, while sudo ip-link set eth0 down will disable it. These commands are useful for quickly enabling or disabling network connections for testing or troubleshooting purposes. Remember, changes made with the IP command are not persistent across reboots. To make your network settings permanent, you need to configure them in the appropriate configuration files. For Debian and Ubuntu systems, the primary configuration file is located at /etc/network/interfaces. In this file, you can define the IP address, netmask, gateway, and DNS servers for each network interface. In the example, we have the loopback interface, LOW, and the Ethernet interface, ETH0, configured with a static IP address. To apply these changes, you can use the command sudo system control restart networking. For Red Hat Enterprise Linux and CentOS systems, network configurations are typically stored in network scripts located in the /etc/sysconfig/network-scripts/ directory. Each interface has its own configuration file, such as if-eth0. In this file, you can specify the device name, boot protocol, IP address, netmask, gateway, DNS servers, and whether the interface should be enabled on boot. To apply these changes, you can use the command sudo system control restart network. Domain name system or DNS configuration is essential for resolving domain names to IP addresses. The primary DNS configuration file in Linux is /etc/resolve.conf. In this file, you can specify the IP addresses of DNS servers that your system should use. The name server directive is used to list DNS servers, such as 8.8.8.8 and 8.4.4, which are Google's public DNS servers. The search directive allows you to specify a default domain for hostname lookups. For example, if you set searchexample.com, you can ping a host within that domain by simply using its hostname, rather than the fully qualified domain name. However, on many modern distributions, this file is managed by systemd resolved or network manager. It's important to be aware of this, as directly editing /etc/resolve-nf may not always result in persistent changes. Now let's explore how to test network connectivity using the ping command. The ping command sends Internet Control Message Protocol, or ICMP, echo requests to a specified host and measures the time it takes to receive a response. This is a simple yet effective way to verify whether you can reach a particular host and how long it takes. In the example, we are pinging google.com with the C4 flag, which limits the number of packets sent to 4. The output shows the IP address of google.com, the number of bytes sent and received, the time it took for each packet to reach google.com, and return and statistics about packet loss and round-trip times. If you receive responses, it indicates that you have network connectivity to the target host. If you don't receive responses, it suggests there may be a problem with your network configuration, routing, or the target host itself. When troubleshooting network issues, two essential commands are ip-route-show and traceroute. The ip-route-show command displays the routing table, which shows how packets are routed from your system to other networks. This is useful for verifying that your default gateway is correctly configured and that you have routes to the networks you need to reach. The traceroute command shows the path that packets take to reach a destination. It lists each hop along the way, including the IP address and host name of each router. This can help you identify where network problems may be occurring, such as a faulty router or a network bottleneck. By using these commands, you can gain valuable insights into your network's behavior and quickly diagnose connectivity issues. Let's summarize what we've covered in this presentation. First, to view network information, use IP address and IP link to examine network interfaces and their status. Second, to configure interfaces, set IP addresses with IP address add, and manage interface states, such as up or down, with IP link set. Third, for persistent configurations, edit configuration files in /etc/network/ for Debian-based systems, or /etc/sysconfig/ for Red Hat-based systems, to ensure your settings are saved across reboots. Remember to check network connectivity with ping and troubleshoot with traceroute to diagnose and resolve any network issues. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.